2020 Tantra, Crown Tantra, info in the description. You can find me on Instagram and on all social media, really. So the path of least resistance. As life itself expands, because infinity has no definition, and it's continually expanding and experiencing and continually pushing for more growth, because nothing in the universe is sucking. Even when you breathe, you push your lungs out to change the pressure of the universe. You're not sucking in air. You're pushing the lungs out. But anyway, let me digress into this. When you think about anything that you want to make manifest in life, whether it be money or another person, or you want to do something athletically, or whatever it is, anything that you want to manifest into the physical, that you want to see in the tangible physical third dimension or in 3 dimensions. When you go to think about it, if it's not a visual thought, then it's further from possible. If you can't see it, then it's less fathomable. If it's not something that can be clearly seen within you, if it's not seen within you at ease, then it's not something that's for you. So you should never want what another person needs anyway. So which vision is the clearest? And out of all the things that you're weighing in your life, out of those options, which one of them returns you back to your source consciously? Out of all the options that you weigh from day to day, which one returns you to your source consciously? That's just for one. So that's the path of least resistance. That once you find that's the path of love, the one that is returning you to your source consciously and peacefully, that's the path of least resistance. But if you clean the body out, you can trust it a lot more. So anyway, as you partake in creation and expand by giving the gift of creation, by sharing the light through creation, however you're doing it, but through the creative process of seed to egg, in that creative process, you are partaking in the oneness, the original creation that has taken place, that created every event ever. So as you do that, you are in alignment with creation. So as you're doing that, the whole world or the whole universe ever is experiencing through you, because you're expanding the experience of creation. Whenever you don't expand the experience of creation, then you're going into a dead end, and it's really spiritual inbreeding. When there's no new memories being created, there's no new challenges, it's spiritual inbreeding. The energy has to expand, it has to change. That's why you even look at like the Aboriginals of Australia. They used to give directions in song. That's what teeth are for singing, or music personified. But anyway, if you were in Australia and you were going through your rite of passage to where you would mate, they would give you directions in song to take you to a certain distance that was far enough from where you are to where you can successfully mate with someone that has enough distance to change. Things have to change. That's what feng shui or feng shui, however you want to pronounce it, Feng, what is it, Shui, I think that's how you spell it. Feng, Shui, I feel like that's how you spell it. But everything has to change. You have to make gradual small change. That's what Inception was about. People not realizing that the subtle changes happen, and then if you make a small change that goes unnoticed, you can continue to make small changes in someone's subconscious, and then the small changes and then it just continues to snowball, and it festers and festers and festers, and then it's an elephant in the room eventually in their subconscious, and then they just do something out of a knee-jerk reaction that they don't even know. That's what possession really is. So anyway, the time is slowing in the editing though. So the whole universe is experiencing bliss, and then the universe expands through creation. So then you have a merger of yin and yang. So then you have expansions and contraction. That's all life is. So as that happens, life is going to slow down through this process of editing, because life just wants to fully experience and fully enjoy everything. So life's going to, the experiences will shape you, and then they'll make you, the experiences will seem long while you're in them, but since they shape you, when your perspective changes on the other side of the experiences, then they'll feel like a blink. They won't feel like, it'll feel like more, all your memories will feel like more so like past lives themselves, segments of past lives, and then you see how the memories just continue to repeat unless you change it. It's either repair or repeat. So that's really about it. And if you don't, so you make the changes, then life slows down, then you get back in alignment, then life speeds up, then you're living in the now. That's just like, when life goes, this is the whole universe going into editing basically, because everyone's going through the same thing at the same time relative to their body, whether they're hypersensitive and they don't need as much, or they're hyper numb and they have a lot to spare. It's all balancing out. The light and the dark and the yin and the yang thing is always balancing out. It's just everybody thinks that the grass is greener, and everybody wants to create classism and need in others and separation. And yeah, that's really about it. It's really about it. So anyway, the movie that is the brightest in your head, whether it's just going to the store right now or whatever it is in your life that you're thinking about manifesting, if it's not clear visually, then it's an auditory thought. That means it's more of a conditioned thought. It's more of a subconscious behavior. That's how you can decipher and discern what's going on in your mental processes. So that's the path of least resistance. Life wants to continually expand. So as you go through your processes in your life, the ancestors will continue to push through you, and when you meet people, you see that cell will push up to your eye and see them, and then push their cell, whoever the relating ancestors are, between the two of you. They'll look through you if you're selfless enough, and then you'll be able to find out what's going on. If the ancestors trying to use you to make you release seed so that they can have a body, so that they can abuse the consciousness and the body and the energy of the family tree some more, that's one way it could be happening. Or, you know, if it's just a conscious teacher that's coming in to remind everybody of self and of a whole nother level of being, and instead of the conditioning. It's the conditioning in that language that everybody's thinking in language. No one's really visually thinking. The visual thoughts are more closer to the source, and the brighter the visual, the more it's actually happening. And then you close your eyes and your consciousness begins to slip into it. You open your eyes and you've already set yourself on that path through manifestation. But people don't understand this power. They just call it daydreaming. And then they're doing it with their eyes open, so it's not clear. And then the more you do it, then the more you atrophy you experience. So 2020 Tantra, Crown Tantra, info in the description. And again, like I was saying, if anybody missed it, the ancestors are trying to work through you, whatever traumas that happened that didn't, things that didn't, there's the editing. You have a child, and then that creates expansion in the experience of life in general. And any of the traumas that happen, you have to continue. You're going to meet a representative of the family trees that you've intermingled with, and they're going to continually bring back the energies and the experiences that put you in the position that you're in now, and put your ancestry in that position. And until you realize it, express it to them so they can realize it, then you'll just stay in that until you stop judging it. So you just can't see separation, and just greet everything Taoistic. It's really about it. So 2020 Tantra, Crown Tantra.